sold-out crowd as they get set to go head-to-head with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
Taking in at the 3. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
Well, this defense for the Bucs, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, the so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that 1 or 2 guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible. So I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
Jones throw there complete to Myers.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Now Jones. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Levante David. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. I'm not sure that you can say that the rain caused that interception, but look, it's clear that throwing the football is going to be tough in these conditions.
No doubt about it, and different quarterbacks handle it different ways. Some guys think the rain isn't a big deal, but wind affects them a little bit more. But you have to wonder, will these conditions hold scoring down? Are we going to have like a 9-6 type of a game? And then the pressure goes on the punters who often hold for field goal attempts. Can they handle the snap and get the ball down so they can kick it?
2nd down, back to Fournette.
And he's going to take this down close to the 1st as he's brought down at the Patriots' 15-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They'll try and run forward with Fournette. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the 1st. Now Brady. Buying time to his left.
And he's got Gronkowski. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Rob Gronkowski, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bucs have taken a first-quarter lead. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
From the 6. And he returns this to the 22. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Flushed out right.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamel Dean.
A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being done.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown.
Come on!
Giovanni Bernard. His second touchdown on the season.
And the Bucs have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead.
Suck up for the extra point. Footing likely going to be an issue all night here on a rainy night, but this one is good.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. He will score. Touchdown, Patriots. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
But listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
To throw again on second down, Brady.
And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Well, it's a question that's been asked over and over and over, but CD, I'll pose it to you anyway. What do you have to do defensively to stop Tom Brady?
It's one of the great questions in the NFL, and there are a ton of defensive coaches who are retired at this point because they tried to stop Tom Brady and couldn't get it done. You've got to have excellent defenders, guys who can stick to their men like glue, because he's so good at finding those open receivers and then putting the ball into tight windows and completing passes downfield.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Here's Harris. William Golston in on the stop.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Throwing, Jones. Steps away. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. To throw on third down, Jones.
That swung out wide to Harris.
And they're going to get him down shy of the first at about the 13-yard line. They run for it with Harris. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. The Patriots come up empty on fourth down. And the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that...
They got his man complete. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. On first down, Brady. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
To throw on second and 10, Brady. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
I've got to make sure that I don't take Tom Brady's greatness for granted, that we make it routine. How about that throw right there?
Yeah.
Another great completion.
And you know one area where he honed his throwing? He was a catcher in high school. He was actually drafted by the Expos in 1995 in the 18th round.
Wow, that would have been something to see him behind the dish.
Think he gunned down a few guys?
Gunned down a few guys trying to steal second. That would have been fun to watch.
Looking to throw again on second down. Brady. Getting it out wide here to Bernard. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Giovanni Bernard. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year, as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point put through by Succop, and it's now 21-7.
Patriots 7.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do and the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick.
That's caught inside the 20. And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6. A big play there for New England.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
From the gun, Jones. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Harris. Touchdown, Patriots. Damian Harris, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Patriots are back within a score. On for the extra point is Folk. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Dumps it off to Fournette. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
So still 14 yards to go. 2nd down.
Throwing now is Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. A big play that time for Tampa Bay.
Big plays are starting to become the trend here in this first half, and everything that they've tried has worked. And there's another example right there.
Brady to throw again. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. The Pats at the line ready to go. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Now a dump off here complete, and he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Jones now on 3rd down. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And he's got the first as they bring him down at the 28-yard line. They'll look to throw again. He'll buy some time right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. This one to Bourne, and he's got it. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when he's...
Oh, and Jones has just thrown his third interception. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
He's going deep for Brown. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Brady now on first down. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin.
And he will have a first down here as they get into field goal range, down just shy of the 20.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Brady now on first down. And this is going to be intercepted.
It's Kyler Duggar who picks it, and he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Both these teams getting a chance to dry out, maybe change their cleats if need be, but halftime's just about over. Time to get back to it. And for the call of the second half, here's Brandon Gaudin.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
And able to return this one all the way out to the other side of the field across the 50.
In just about every special teams meeting, there's a discussion with the punter about his importance. Why? He can flip the field for your team defensively, move it deep into their own territory, or if you're backed up on offense, then he can hit a big punt and change field position and help his defense. In this case, though, field position got flipped by the return team. You can do it so many different ways on special teams.
Fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady.
Wide open, Gronkowski. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line.
And there's a familiar sight. Rob Gronkowski making a catch for a first down. And remember, Gronk said he was done in 2019, was out of football after retiring from the Patriots. But Brady asked if he'd run it back with him in Tampa, and he answered the call. Gronk earned his 4th ring with the win in Super Bowl 55, a game in which he scored 2 touchdowns.
Leads to second and 10 at the 35-yard line.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Brady. Got a man, it's Brown. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Now Brady again. This will be caught just inside the 10. And in for the Buccaneers, touchdown. Scotty Miller, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. Extra point try now for Suckup. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14.
Patriots 14. Bradley Pinion to kick off 14-0.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Now a play fake here on first down. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Picked off by Jamel Dean. And the Bucs are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has.
Mike Evans, he's going to go. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the interception by the Bucs D leads to a touchdown. Suckup for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Patriots 14. Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
From the 6. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Forced out to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Jones throwing on first down, eluding the pressure right. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41.
And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
And he will have a Patriots first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. Meanwhile, Jones' throw taken in by Bourne.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Looking to throw. Jones. That's to Aguilar. Touchdown, Patriots. Nelson Aguilar. His second touchdown on the season. And the Patriots get a score closer. Now Folk for the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football, and it's picked up by the Patriots. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and a Patriot touchdown. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And you know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Folk connects on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
Yeah, absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number 1 because margin for error is starting to slip away. Now it's down to a 1-score game.
On 2nd and 9, Brady. He'll be dropped at the 30. The first broken tackle couldn't bust him free. They'll give him 4 yards there, and they're going to face a 3rd down. Here's Brady. Looking downfield for Godwin. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Devin McCourty picks it off. And he'll take it across midfield and down the 48-yard line. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
Devin White, the Bucs' leading tackler in their Super Bowl run, in on this stop.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Off play action. Jones being chased out left. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones. Flush to his right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
With nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD. Got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Jones. He gets it complete to Harris. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now. Now Jones. Dancing to his left. That's caught by Myers. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A big play there for the Patriots. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Operating from the gun. Jones flushed out right to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Jones escaping the pressure right. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. William Golston able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that will bring up 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Kendrick Bourne, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Patriots are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They'll run it again with Fournette. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10, 43 yards on the ground for him so far. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. Now they'll throw with Brady. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like having there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's throwing it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. Brady to throw for it on 4th down. And he'll let one go deep for Howard. And incomplete on the deep ball. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Patriots take over, and they're going to have terrific field position. On first down, it's Harris. And he's got this down to the 35.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Harris. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The rain compounding issues here for a possible field goal try. They'd love to obviously get closer, even pick up the first down if they can. It's 3rd down. On the give, this is Harris. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to take the lead here in the final minute. And folks, kick is good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Oh, my goodness. I thought he'd peel off. Instead, he makes the fair catch at the 2-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get...
He's got a man complete. And all the way down to the 37. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Pats, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for the Buccaneers, the defeat is their first of the year as they drop to 3-1. And they will be at home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins.